Hey y'all! If you've been following us, you'll know that we just kicked off our Live Like a Kid initiative, whereby we're selling these shirts to donate these gowns.
And in this video series, we're taking you behind the scenes to see how we bring this gown to life.
When you're admitted to the hospital, you're given your gown and your non-slip socks. And for 4 years now, we've been working in non-slip sock land, thinking about grippiness, fuzziness, breathability. And naturally, we started to think about the other part of that underwhelming hospital experience. Hospital gowns. But at first, we were kind of stumped. In fact, you might as well put a big question mark there.
So naturally, we took a dive into the internet to learn more about the history of gown design and how it's evolved over time. We were surprised to learn that hospital wear was a thing as early as the 1300s. Although the origin of modern hospital gowns isn't really known, sometime in the early 1900s, what we recognize as a more traditional gown, or Johnny, came on the scene. These are your classic, bottom-exposing variety that patients have come to know and not love. The main point of this is that hospital gowns have been around for a long time and have unfortunately made people feel like they're just a patient or just a number.
And as part of our mission at Resilience Gives, we want to change this. We want to bring a little bit of light, a little bit of joy to that hospital experience.
We also thought it was important to talk to people who have extensive hands-on experience with pediatric gowns, pediatric nurses and child life specialists.
Hey Kendra!
Hey Kendra!
So these phone calls have been super helpful for us because even though there are some obvious features that we had imagined, like shoulder snaps for easier access to like a port or like just the chest area, there's also things that we totally wouldn't have thought of. Kendra specifically mentioned having a tag on the inner part of the gown so that hospital staff can label which wing that gown belongs to because they have different gowns for different wings.
From these conversations and from our own research, we came up with a list of things that we wanted to include in the gown. For the gown, we decided to go with a wrap-style closure, which will provide kids modesty and comfort while still allowing the doctors easy access. This will be made of 3 separate pieces of fabric, 2 pieces making up the back, and 1 piece in the front. The gown will be closed with color-coded ties so that it's easy to match up the sides. We're adding plastic snaps on the sleeves for easy IV and port access, and pockets, because everybody deserves pockets. We're also incorporating a tag for labeling the gown, which will help make it easy for hospital staff to make sure the gowns come back to the right unit after being washed. As for the fabric, we want it to be soft so that it's comfortable on the skin, warm but lightweight, durable enough to withstand industrial-grade washing, and flame resistant to meet federal regulations. And of course, we can't forget about the fun design. Over the last few weeks, we've been working on finishing the construction specs of the gown, but there was one really important piece that we were still missing.
Fun design! And fortunately, we had the perfect designer to make it happen. Meet Andre.
I got penguins!
Andre is a 5-year-old cancer survivor who loves penguins.
They have feathers, they have beaks, they can slap people, and they're cuddly. That's because I like penguins.
When we asked Andre how he wanted to decorate the gown, he told us this.
And I know what we should do for the gown. Like, put more penguins in.
The funny part about that moment is that after Andre says we need more penguins, we laugh because I thought he was kind of kidding, but he was 100% serious. Like, we needed more penguins and we're not messing around. So with those very clear instructions, Andy set off to bringing Andre's penguin gown to life. Let's go check it out.
So I'm thinking Antarctica landscape with just a ton of penguins all over the gown. Well, almost. Check out our next video to see how we turned this penguin landscape into a real-life hospital gown.